Alright, everyone. This is the Tank 1988, and I'm going to continue on with my playthrough of the Planet Crafter on the moon Selena. Selene was the Greek goddess of the moon. The Romanized version, I believe, was Diana. Where were we? I built a solar panel T3 backpack. That would be good to have. What I really need is a food grower at 12 parts per trillion. This is parts per quintillion. Need more oxygen. Let's see here. Progress screen. Unlock at 2 nanokelvins. Anyway, before that happens, maybe I should talk about this real quick. So, here we have the oxygen, the heat, the pressure. What is Earth? Well, fortunately, I took a screenshot of that in my last playthrough. Earth oxygen is about 209,450 parts per million. PPQ, I believe, stands for parts per quintillion. If you were to look at this, I think it goes, let's see, parts per trillion. Or is this parts per quadrillion? Well, in either case, you want to go down from quadrillion to trillion to billion to million. This is parts per trillion. Let me see here. The very last thing is at 87 parts per million. Earth is at about oxygen level at standard sea level at standard atmospheric pressure, about 209,450 parts per million. Temperature, this is, right now it's climbing up, it's 744 pico Kelvin, I believe that's pico. And let me look at the temperature. Vegetube unlock at 2 nanokelvins, 5 nanokelvins. Unlock at 1.85 millikelvins. Earth's average temperature is about 58 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Kelvin, it's my understanding it's about 288 Kelvin. So not pico or nanokelvin, we just want this to say 288 Kelvin. We're a long way there from there. Pressure, this is measured in pascals. 1 standard atmosphere. Let's see, this is nanopascals. The very end, when we get 13.33 pascals, how much pressure is on the Earth? About 101,325 pascals. So instead of 13 pascals, Earth's pressure would be 101.325 kilopascal, K pascals. So this planet is very cold, has no pressure. You would get, your skin would expand if you took your spacesuit off, and it has almost no oxygen whatsoever. You would die instantaneously. I need water. And let me put the ice in. Well, the other element's unused. Fabric, iron, maybe I could, I need a food grower. Yeah, let me see here. Anyway, I need to check on something real quick. There we go. Alright. I might run out of food pretty soon. In this game, when you die, you respawn and you just drop all your items. You have to go and find them. Real quick, this is selenium. This is a real element. I was watching a periodic videos short about that, which I will link in the description. A little more pumped up now because I've had some coffee. I'm just going to put the selenium back here. I don't need it. I really... do I build another heater? Do I build... let's see, what is most critical? Let me think. Well, probably food, but... Yeah, we need more oxygen. 1.85 parts per trillion. Nanokelvins, picokelvin. Yeah, I probably should build another heater. Do I have the kilowatts for that? Yes, I do. Do I have the iridium? No, I do not. So that's a problem. Yep, I'm going to have to go explore. I assume these giant crystals are ice. Yup. Melts at 150 million terraforming index. So about 150 times, 150,000 times more than what we have right now. I have to explore this area. Can I get up here? I would have to craft some stairs. Which I think I will just have to do iron. Yeah. It's probably... Well, let me see here. Can I... Yep. Okay, a window. Can I get up here? I'm gonna run out of oxygen. Okay, cobalt. To make oxygen, I need to run back pretty quick. Yeah, I know. This is always going to be a problem until, I don't think I'm going to make it. Yeah. This is going to be a problem until I create a breathable atmosphere. You can hear the heart pounding. The screen is going dark. I don't think I'm going to make it. And I'm dead. Whoa, I just barely survived. Okay. That was a close one. I'm going to run out of food. I'm also going to run out of water. This is not good. I need a food grower. I wonder if, is this moon more difficult than the planet? I mean, first of all, it is, as I said in my last video, it is a little harder to see the elements on the ground. I wonder if this is slightly more challenging. Let's see what we have here. This is good. Maybe I'll make another vegetube, T2 vegetube. I need 2 ices so I can grow that plant. Create a little more oxygen. I just got a blueprint chip. Anyway, speaking of ice. Ice is solid water, but it's not solid because it's cold. It's solid, well, it's called ice because it's solid. I should rephrase that. It's not called ice because it's cold. It's called ice because it's solid. What that means is that you can have water ice either by... Yeah, I might as well make another wind turbine. 12, 6.5. Actually, a solar panels are better. So anyway, you can have ice either because it's cold or because it's solid. Now, there are some planets out there, like Jupiter, where the surface of Jupiter, I watched this one documentary about that, we think it's actually a hot ice. The ice, because it's solid water, passes for the surface of Jupiter. Fabric, I might as well. Okay, T3 backpack, I do want that. Okay, aluminum, titanium, silicon. Do I have aluminum? I only have 1. I need another aluminum, titanium, silicon. T1 mining, yeah, I can build that. Yeah, I might as well build that. But it only has... I really want... I don't have Well, you know what? Until I find more aluminum, might as well upgrade my mining speed. Magnesium and silicon is what I need. Magnesium and silicon. I need to find a source of aluminum. Anyway. There we go. Do I deconstruct those wind turbines? Consumption 7.5 kilowatts, production 22 kilowatts. If I were to deconstruct those, I would lose power. I can deconstruct a couple of them. Had to be careful so as not to lose power. That'll cook down to iron. Yeah, okay. I could probably take away 12, 11, 10. 3 more. I can take away 3 more. Eventually, I'm going to have to build a fusion reactor. I can do 1 more. Just barely. Cobalt, silicon. Yeah, you know what? Now I'm going to build another solar panel. Now in real life, you want solar panels facing south so that at all times, the sun is shining down on them as the planet spins. I just read earlier today that modern solar panels only have an efficiency of about between 15 to 24%. That means is that about 85 to 80% of light from the sun is lost as heat. I was watching Medi with Electro Boom. He gets shocked so you don't have to. He was saying that you ideally want an efficiency of about 80%. Yeah, might as well have another veg tube. Okay, ice, magnesium, silicon. So we're not there yet with... We are not quite there yet with the solar panels in terms of efficiency. Okay, T2 heater, that's good. It will use more power. I'm going to build another vegetube so I can grow that other plant. And actually, I'm gonna put the plant in. T2 heater, I can deconstruct. Let's see here. Can I deconstruct those other heaters? Or did I already do that? I forgot. Now I'm going to have more of my tea. I'm drinking a lemon herb tea. Haven't had that in a while. T2 solar panels over there. I don't want that. There we go. This is what we want. T2 heater. This tool here that I'm holding in my hand, I imagine in 1,000 years from now, we would have the ability to basically 3D print instead of having, you would probably have to, if you wanted to construct a shelter like this, you would have to build a 3D printer around it, on the outside edges of this, and then 3D print from the bottom up. But I would imagine in 1,000 years we would be able to figure out a way to just... no aluminum. Okay, I'm going to have to put these back. But I imagine in about 1,000 years we would have the ability to just 3D print things in space whenever we wanted to. Like we do in this game. I'm gonna need more water. It's ice. Okay, I should save. And I'm gonna run out of food. I have only one more space food left. And I do have, I think, an eggplant I can grow, but not until I build a food growing machine, which I do not yet have. So that's gonna be a while. Yep, there goes the last of my food. Iron, I might as well just save it. You never know when you might need it. Now, what are we at? T3 oxygen tank at 5 parts per trillion. T2 solar panels at 1 kilo, or 17.5 kilo terraforming index. The bed doesn't do anything. 2 okay, we're almost at the progress screen. More nanokelvins. T2 drill at 1.2 micropascals. Let's see here. Almost. There we go. Okay, iron, silicon, cobalt. See? Iron, cobalt. We need 2 silicon. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see here. My favorite color is dark green. Anyway, guess we just have to wait for more terraformation to happen. Yeah, beacon. Yes, that would be good. Help you find your way. I'm going to put a beacon at the top of my house here. We do want T3 oxygen tank. We do want all that. Communication antenna, 4 micropascals. We're only at 406 nano. So, at least I'm assuming that says nano. We're going to have to wait. Guys, just what's going to have to happen? Do I have enough oxygen? Well, actually, I've not explored this area yet. So hopefully there's some crates or other areas around. might as well follow this pipe here. Later on, you can launch satellites that can provide you a map of the area, and map is good. It'll tell you that's where I started. But until then, okay, we got a satellite dish over there. But until then, I guess following this pipe would be a good landmark to have. I was in the Boy Scouts of America from about 1998 to about 2001. I only made it to first class, middle of the way. But they taught you if you ever get lost, well, you want to set landmarks. Some things that are unchanging that you can know your way. Okay, perfect. We got that. I'm going to need oxygen and water. Okay. I'm going to loot everything. Okay, an osmium rod. That's good. T2 fertilizer. Super alloy. Might as well take that. Okay. Iron. Yeah. Melts. Okay, so probably, do I have enough oxygen to see? Well, do I have enough room? See, I'm going to have to make another storage crate, I think. Well, I just deconstructed one, so I can use that. I'm going to have to do this quickly because, okay, we want that. We do want the iridium. We want the aluminum. I do not have enough room for this, so I'm going to have to run back to the starting escape pod. Then from there, go back to the house. Will I have enough oxygen? I should. I think you run fast. Well, if I had the jetpack. Will I have enough oxygen? I hope so. Oh yeah, I think, yeah, I can make it to there. Because the real-life moon has no atmosphere, the area that the sun is shining on is about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And the area in shadow is about negative 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's quite a difference, a 400-degree temperature difference. When the astronauts went to the moon, the Apollo astronauts, how did they not burn up so quickly at 200 degrees? Oh, there's a couple of things going on there. First of all, they planned the missions so that when the astronauts landed on the moon, they essentially landed on the lunar morning. So you know on Earth how... Oh, I might as well make a... Here we go, that's what I want. You know on Earth how you have... How it's colder in the morning than it is at night. The coldest time of day is actually right before morning on Earth. So you want to land on the moon when it's the lunar morning, essentially. T2 mining speed, we want that. T2 agility boots, we want that as well. So they planned it so that they would land on the moon. I want a super alloy. Do I want the agility or I want it? Anyway, so that they would land in the morning, and their suits, their space suits, were designed to resist a lot of the heat, and they didn't stay there too long, if I remember right. Okay, which do I not have agility boots? I do not, because I didn't have enough aluminum. That's why. Okay, so I guess I cannot make the... I do now. Do I have enough fabric? Ah, I do. Perfect. But now I don't have... Yeah, let's see here. 2 fabric? I do, just barely enough. Movement speed. There we go. Let me see here. Without the agility boots. This is how fast I run. With the agility boots. There we go. This means that I can cover more area in less time. Speaking of which, when the Apollo astronauts they brought that lunar rover, they made sure to only drive the lunar rover so far that if the rover broke down, they could still walk back to the LEM, the Lunar Excursion Module. Okay, now, as I do ice, need more water. Eat the space food, drink the water. Mushroom seeds, I need to put those in a food grower, which I do not yet have. Okay, 2 eggplants, 1 mushroom, selenium. Can I make another heater? T2 heater, more iridium. I do not have enough aluminum. I always don't. There's always something missing I do not have. Well, let me see what else we got here. Okay, a beacon. That is something I do want to have. Beacon. No aluminum. I might be able to go... Maybe there's aluminum in that storage crate over there by that satellite dish. I need aluminum. There's no workaround. I need aluminum. Is there any aluminum here? I don't think. I'm not seeing any. I might as well make a rest stop here, get some oxygen. Well, you know what? There's a crafter in here, so I'm going to take those so I have some water. Now, let's see. On my last playthrough, when I was playing on the planet Prime, there was an area of the map, the aluminum fields. And I hope there's something similar on this moon. That would be good. Let's see if that other storage crate has what I need. No, it does not. And I do not have enough space to deconstruct that. I'm going to run out of oxygen. Okay, what's that over there? That's ice. That's a dome of some kind, but I don't have the oxygen to go there. I'm going to have to run back to the escape pod. Actually, I should save the game first. There we are. Have a little more tea. It really does kind of make you think how fortunate we are to be living at the bottom of an ocean of air, essentially, on Earth. Standard atmosphere. Every other place in the known universe does not have the oxygen we would need to survive. Am I going to make it? We'll see. There we go. A meteor shower would be good right now. Actually, there was that cliff. There might be some more minerals over there. I kind of think not. I have to explore this area. We don't need that yet. Uranium rod made out of 9 uranium. Lerma seed. I could make more. Available 5 kilowatt. Can I make another vegetube? Ice silicon. How much does it use? Yeah, okay, ice silicon. Okay, 4 ices, 2 silicon to make 2 of them. Okay, 4 ices, 1. Well, we need 2 silicon. We need 2, 3, and 4. There's ice over there. I don't need the iridium right now. I will need both of these. More vegetubes. I think you can place the vegetubes outside, but I don't remember off the top of my head. One more magnesium. One more magnesium. Do I have any magnesium? I do. There we go. Okay, that sounds like either a sandstorm or a meteor shower. I hope it's a meteor shower. This looks like a... Nope, it is a meteor shower. That's what we want. Okay, hopefully this brings me something good. Like aluminum, that would be good right now. Don't throw it over there. I can't jump up there yet. I don't think I'm going to be getting... Okay, that's a good impact there. Come on now. I could really use some aluminum or aluminium. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Come on. Is there no aluminum? There is not. What is this? Oh, I'm sure I could eventually... No, there's probably a door here. But it's behind this ice. Okay. No aluminum. Oh, that... I did get... Okay, there we go. Oh, this is not good. Running out of oxygen. Am I going to make it? Probably not. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, now... A beacon? I did want the T2 mining. Super alloy. Do I have a super alloy? I might. Well, I have a super alloy rod. But I cannot deconstruct that yet because I don't have the machine to deconstruct that yet. Okay. T3 backpack. I need... Yeah, that would be better. So I need another piece of aluminum. So I'm going to go back over to those solar panels, deconstruct that. Press F, as in Foxtrot, to turn on your light. Are those other solar panels? It certainly looks like it. There was only one Tech 2 solar panel. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make... Okay, I'm gonna have to make a stair. Perfect, that's what I want. More aluminum, that's exactly what I want. I can make a bigger backpack. Okay. Perfect. But I'm going to build that later. How hard is it to make a T2 solar panel? 1 aluminum. 1 aluminum. It provides 19. Okay. I might as well save. There we go. Then I can deconstruct those T1 solar panels. Yep. Just barely enough room. Alright. I'm gonna run out of food. Okay, this is another event. Okay, it's a meteor shower. Sometimes the game will just have one giant meteor that falls down. But for now, I'm just going to construct a T2 solar panel. There. Do I have enough? Yep. If I were to deconstruct 42, okay, I can deconstruct. This is all going somewhere where I don't want it to go. Well, that one, there we go, there we go. That's what I want to see. If you get hit by one of these meteors, it takes you down to about 10% health. What has it? Okay, cobalt. I don't really want any more cobalt. Well, that's iron. They're just rolling down the mountain. Well, there's no aluminum. That's a problem. Yeah, running out of oxygen. Well, it's gonna have to wait. Yep, just gonna have to wait. One more aluminum for the beacon. Beacon I can put on top of the house. Well, or close by at least. I don't really need all this. If I need more, I can just... yeah, I can just pick it up, or I can mine it. There's something up there. Let me see here. That's odd. Sometimes I can climb it, sometimes I cannot. Come on now. I want to climb the ladder here. Come on. It's not letting me do it. And I'm running out of oxygen. Ah, crap. Just let me climb the damn ladder. It won't let me do it. Okay, I'm going to have to go back to the house. Replenish oxygen. I suppose this house is more of a central location. Although I've never played this map before, so... I might as well mine some ice so I have water. I will need that anyway. Come on. Okay, now can I climb the ladder? Or do I have to build another... well. And there, I guarantee you there's something up in there. Come on. Let me climb the ladder. It won't let me do it. Okay, now that's good. You know what? Okay, I need to build that. I don't think I have the aluminum for that. That's a problem. That is a problem. Okay, well... Okay, hopefully... Okay, this is a garden of some kind. There's no... I'm going to run out of oxygen. If I don't figure... Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I forgot how, I guess, punishing this game is when you have pretty much nothing. You have no oxygen to breathe. Yep, I'm not going to make it. I'm definitely not going to make it. Yeah, it just means I'll just have to respawn. All my stuff is going to be dropped. I don't think you'll lose any items, except on higher difficulties. Okay. I need aluminum. I have no way of deconstructing that. That sucks. You know what? I'm going to get the cobalt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make 3 oxygen bottles so I can explore that area. How do you get oxygen from cobalt? I don't know how that happens. It's probably some cobalt oxide or something. The crafter separating out the oxygen from the cobalt. One funny thing about water is you could, technically, okay, that's good. I want the exoskeleton. Technically, you could call it dihydrogen oxide or dihydrogen monoxide, and it would technically be correct because it means dihydrogen means 2 atoms of hydrogen oxide, or monoxide means 1 atom of oxygen. I heard of a case once where people were going on this university campus. They were saying there, okay, perfect, that's what we want. There is a substance, it's in all our food, it's in all of our equipment and all of our pipes, and if you breathe too much of it, it will kill you. It's a dangerous substance called dihydrogen monoxide. Will you sign this petition to remove all the dihydrogen monoxide from the schools? And people, without doing any research, they said, oh yes, we don't want this evil substance everywhere. Well, do you even know what dihydrogen monoxide is? No. It's just an evil substance that can kill you. Okay, this is promising. Well, so let me break it down for you. Dihydrogen means it has 2 atoms of hydrogen. Monoxide means it has 1 atom of oxygen. You just signed a petition to remove all the water from the campus. The point of that experiment was to show that people will sign petitions for things they don't understand without doing the proper research. So when I would advise everyone, if someone comes up to you, will you sign this petition for God knows what? I would encourage you to do some research first. And imagine if they did pass that reformation on that campus, remove all the water, it would be bad. People would be having dehydration problems. There'd be no growing of any plants. There would be people couldn't take showers. You wouldn't have any nothing to clean. If you got rid of all the water on campus, it would be bad. I have no aluminum. I need aluminum very badly. Compass, don't really need that. T3 mining speed. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a T3 mining speed is not critical, but... Well, made my first food grower. I'm going to wait for the mushroom to grow. This might be a good place to end this episode. And I'll continue my quest for aluminum, or aluminium as it's properly called. Thanks for watching.